Earth, the endless cycle of harvest and rebirth? What if the world you know, the life you live, and the planet you call home are not as random or natural as you've been told? What if humanity isn't at the top of the chain, free to shape its destiny, but instead an unmanaged herd grazing in an elaborate pasture? A pasture meticulously tended to, its boundaries watched over, its history erased, and its population, well, let's just say, harvest time may come sooner than you think. Welcome to one of the most unsettling questions we can ask. What if Earth is little more than a cosmic farm, controlled by forces we barely understand? Let's dive in. Throughout history, humanity has survived and thrived, multiplying and advancing, always wanting more and taking more. But let's consider this from a different perspective. What if all this progress isn't entirely for our benefit? Take a close look at how humans live, working tirelessly to ensure survival, consuming from the Earth's abundance, and expanding ceaselessly, just like livestock in a lush pasture. Think about cattle. They graze, grow, and multiply, completely unaware of their ultimate destination. Could we really be so different? Perhaps Earth isn't just a home for life to evolve, but a carefully managed field, where we've unknowingly been conditioned to serve as part of a larger, more sinister purpose. Every civilization has its rise and fall. Whether it's the collapse of the Maya, the disappearance of Atlantis, or the countless other societies that seemed advanced and then vanished without a trace, one uncomfortable question seems to persist. Why do these civilizations disappear, leaving nothing behind but hints and riddles? Could it be that their time on the pasture ended, only for the slate to be wiped clean for a new herd to occupy the field? This theory postulates that Earth has been harvested repeatedly. When the population grows too large or the truth becomes too accessible, the cycle resets. Imagine layers of Earth's history buried beneath us, rich with unspoken truths we weren't supposed to uncover. And yet the more we dig through archaeology, science, and history, the closer we seem to get to those unsettling answers. Is it a coincidence, or are we catastrophically approaching another reset? If Earth is the pasture, then who is the shepherd? Look up at the sky and you've already seen it. The moon, ever watchful, dictating the rhythms of life with its gravitational pull. It controls the tides, the cycles of reproduction, and even, according to some, the behaviors within us. But what if the moon is more than just Earth's natural satellite? What if it's a mechanism of observation, or worse, control? Throughout history, the moon has been steeped in myth and speculation, revered as a deity in some cultures and feared as an ominous force in others. What if its true role is something far darker, overseeing humanity's progress, intervening when necessary, ensuring the herd stays in line? Could its constant presence above us be a cosmic overseer keeping the pasture running? And here's where it gets even more unsettling. Investigations into the moon's composition have occasionally raised questions about its origin. Could it be artificial? Is it simply a tool ensuring this farm remains operational? Here's a chilling thought. What if much of what we know about Earth's past has been censored? Throughout human history, we've uncovered countless anomalies, structures too advanced for their time, tools and technologies that don't fit our timeline, and evidence of mass extinctions that defy logic. We call these discoveries mysteries because their implications challenge every narrative we've been fed. Imagine the chaos if these mysteries were revealed for what they might be. Remnants of prior harvests, evidence of advanced civilizations wiped out to clear the field for a new population. Entire epochs of humanity's existence erased, leaving barely a whisper for the next generation to question. The fear of uncovering too much truth and exposing the cycle may be precisely what keeps this knowledge buried. Consider modern-day events, a vast array of scientific breakthroughs, archaeological advances, and global connectivity. Could we be getting closer than ever to uncovering what's really been happening? And if so, will this knowledge ever be allowed to surface? Or will we hit the reset button before that can happen? Let's talk about humans and fear. When we're confronted with the unknown, our natural response is panic. Picture a stampede of cattle, terrifying, disorganized, destructive. Now imagine that on a global scale. If humanity collectively realized it was a carefully managed herd, existing at the whim of some unseen force, it wouldn't take long for fear to spiral into chaos. Those who control the pasture, whoever or whatever they may be, can't afford that level of unrest. It's essential to maintain the illusion of safety and stability. So if we seem to approach the edge of uncovering too much, could intervention occur to prevent mass panic, a distraction, a crisis, or an event grand enough to return humanity to its routine? Or worse, what if they decide it's time for another harvest? You might be thinking, if this theory holds water, then where's the evidence? And the truth is, it could be hiding in plain sight. Look around at the state of the world. Environmental collapse, global instability, division among nations. These are symptoms of a deeper disease. Could the growing unrest on our planet be an indicator that the cycle is nearing its conclusion? We've become a species dominated by consumption, expansion, and short-sightedness. The population is higher than ever, and our strain on Earth's resources is unmatched. If humanity truly is a managed herd, then perhaps these signs are warnings that the pasture has reached its limits. Could we be rapidly approaching harvest time? Or is this just a natural progression of life on a planet entering its next evolutionary phase? Here's where things get even more intriguing. Countless myths and belief systems across history speak of cycles of destruction and rebirth. From the Bible's Great Flood to Hinduism's yugas, these stories are eerily similar. They depict a world swept away by cataclysm, only to begin anew with a chosen few. Are these just allegories, or could these myths reflect a recurring cosmic truth? Could it be that religious texts and ancient wisdom actually hold fragmented memories of past harvests, scraps of knowledge left behind by those who lived through similar cycles? And if this is the case, what does that mean about today? Are we living in the final moments of another cycle? Here's the big question. If Earth really is a pasture and humanity is being managed, who or what sits at the top? Some theories suggest extraterrestrial forces, beings far beyond our comprehension, controlling us as an experiment or resource. Others believe it might be something even more complex, like a higher dimensional force orchestrating our actions from a realm we cannot perceive. There's also the possibility that the cycle is simply a natural part of the universe. A cosmic reset button, ensuring balance and evolution, regardless of who or what might be involved. Whatever the answer, the enormity of what this theory implies is enough to make us question not just our role in the universe, but whether we've ever had free will at all. So what do we do with all this? For many, the idea of being a controlled resource is too unsettling to entertain. Ignorance is bliss, they say. But for the inquisitive minds, the truth seekers, this is a puzzle worth solving. Whether you see it as paranoia or insight, theories like this challenge the stories we've been taught and force us to look at the evidence in a new light. The truth could set us free, or it could confirm our worst fears. But here's the real question. Are we ready for it, or will we stampede in fear once the illusion is shattered? The theories shared today are not for the faint of heart. They challenge the very fabric of our understanding and force us to confront unsettling questions about humanity's place in the grand design. Perhaps Earth is simply what it seems, a planet, a home. But what if it's not? What if we are more or less than we've ever imagined? As always, the choice is yours. Stay in the field and enjoy the grass, or look up, question everything, and prepare for what may come. Because whether harvest time is near or not, one thing is certain, the truth waits beneath the surface, and digging deeper may be humanity's only way forward.